Howdy partners, this is Kiram with MassiveEffectMarketing.com, and today we're looking at this website. We're going to take a look at the conversion rate optimizations that we could make, a little design audit, so we can convert more visitors into sales. We'll also look at some SEO things. So let's check it out. First things first, we have an issue with the header. All right, navigation is breaking onto two lines, which looks like a mistake. I'm a little bit confused. I put my mouse over here and I get this, I don't know. Either way, navigation should be should only be one line, not two lines. Additionally, we have two calls to action here. I would put this over in the bar, not as its own button, and then just have this one call to action, and then we can shorten down this header by at least 30%, because that's very important. You don't want a thick header like this, all right? So let's thin that out. One line of links, one call to action, move this over here. Logo is cool. I love the cleverness of this. I would like it to be simplified a little bit, so it has less glow, less decoration, so to speak, and just be a hard line. That'll be better for brand memory, for people to remember that. Because once you start getting complicated with all these gradients and glows and little embellishes, you're losing people. Better have it as a hard line. Okay, moving on. Critical error right here, right off the bat. We're on this site and okay, we have a message, get amped. But this doesn't really communicate, right? This is something that might communicate once you're already a customer. The issue is we need their value proposition, the unique selling proposition right here, big and bold. Okay, what situation are they going to handle in my life? And what's that result that I'm going to get? All right, and who is this for? Is this for overweight folks who want weight loss? Is this for athletes? Like who are they catering to? Who's the niche? Is it for bodybuilders, powerlifters? Is it for people who can't gain muscle? For hard gainers? Who is the audience? If they're serving all the above, then they would need to use a different approach. But they need to speak to their audience by saying, we help you get rid of pain point, or we serve this unmet need and we give you this desired result. All right, and we have blah as the solution. So we solve problem with solution. So we handle weight loss with our training regimen so you can look good naked. Hey, whatever it is, that one line needs to communicate that right here. Okay, big and bold. This is not communicating, although it's nice to have a call to action. It looks good on paper, but this is not what you need to put here. Okay, I want to see we help problem with solution so you get desired result. All right, that's what we need to put here, and that's huge for the conversion rate optimizations for this page. And then we'd have a nice little call to action right under it. All right, take our health quiz, whatever it is, something with a bar of low entry. Because this screen is key. This is where it's all at. This is called above the fold. Once we're down here, once we scroll down, we're now below the fold. This is where the action happens. This is where the person knows if they're on the right site or not. People need to be assured that they're on the right website. People are just like online, surfing the web, not even surfing, they're just bouncing around, not paying full attention, and you need to grab their attention with that communication and reassure them they are on the right site. You have something that they need, and they should stay on this website and scroll down. 3 to 5 seconds before they click the back button, okay? So What else do they need on this initial screen above the fold? They need some trust elements. Elements of trust. Now we're already getting low on real estate, which is why I'm saying we can't have 2 lines of navigation up here. And we'll shrink that logo, shrink the header. Then we're gonna have we'll cut this box out, get that unique selling proposition right here, and then a call to action right here, and then right over here at the bottom, we can have some logos. All right, and what logos could we have? Well, have they won any awards, right? Have they won any, Angie's List or Better Business Bureau or whatever? What about any recognition, licenses, certifications, memberships with particular associations, partnerships with different businesses, clients that they've worked with, although I don't think that would be appropriate for this business. Whatever it is, I would like to see some trust logos put down here that kind of verify who they are. Another example I've seen is if you've been featured somewhere. For instance, if your company has ever had a piece done on it on HGTV or on Fox or on the History Channel, you know what I'm talking about? If you've been featured in various publications, you can put that down here as well. So I'm talking anything that has some sort of third-party connection, some recognition that you've been mentioned somewhere else, or you have a relationship with other companies, partnerships, whatever. Let's get those down here. Or it could be even if you're sponsoring any nonprofits, something like that, Wounded Warriors, Toys for Toddlers, whatever it is, just get something down here, some trust logos, but it's ideally something related to your business. Then we scroll and we are straight into services, which is what you see often on websites, although you can do that, but there are other approaches you could take. For instance, you can start drilling down on the problem that the prospect is having, right? So before saying, hey, buy my stuff, this is what we do. Why don't we talk about the problem of the prospect? What's the problem, right? Well, the problem could be people are overweight and they're unhealthy and they're unhappy. Are you sick of being overweight, unhappy, and unhealthy? Nice big section. And what I mean by that is something like this. So knackered means tired in British slang. Corona. So people are staying home because of the corona and they're so bored. So let's talk about that, right? What are we going to do about that? Well, are you tired all day sitting at home because of the corona? This is someone who's tired. We're going to talk about that problem. What's going to happen if it doesn't change? Then we're going to talk about a solution right here. So we need to talk about the transformation, right? Every business is offering a product which is going to take the prospect from a before state to an after state. We need to talk about that here. We completely bypassed it. There is no talk about that. I don't know. Maybe it's somewhere in the text, but nobody reads text. People only read headings and they glance at pictures. So before describing their services, I want to see a problem solution section just like this. Problem, picture about the problem. Solution, picture about the solution. And in this case, the solution is you're bored all day, nothing to do. Try one of our painting classes, all right? You're overweight, unhappy, and feeling like garbage. Come to our fitness class and get the body of your dreams or whatever it is. So that's what I want to see. Problem section, solution section, appropriate photo for each. Don't go and put a happy photo with the problem section. That's not appropriate. You need to put a negative photo, okay? You need to show them in their before state. You need to build that connection. Put someone who's unhappy, overweight, and unhealthy. All right, a real photo. Don't be shy about that. Do it. People won't appreciate, you know, the good stuff unless they can anchor it to some bad stuff, typically. All right. So you want to show the transition from before and after. And then, yeah, you can talk about all your products. Well, this is how we're going to get you there, right? Problem, solution. All right. And this is how we're going to get you there with blah, blah, personal training, hydro massage, childcare, right? That would be a good flow. We have some sort of a call to action here. I don't know, I'm a little bit distracted by this pink and a little too heavy on the graphics on this. It's kind of losing its effect. So this should be rethought out. We've got some more services, right? We've got more services, got more services. So this is very service heavy. All right, this whole section is basically services. And then finally, we get to some testimonials, which is good. I'm glad they did that. And we have a call to action and a footer. Definitely missing a lot of sections on this homepage. There is, I mean, there's a whole bunch of sections missing. I don't see anything about handling objections, you know. I mean, geez, you'd think they'd want to do that. How many people sign up for a gym and then don't go and just pay every month? You know, why aren't they coming in? Well, they have some objections. So they really need, these guys really need an objection section. You know, what are some of the reasons why people just don't end up coming, right? What, you know, fitness doesn't work for me, or I never reach my goals. Every time I try, it never works, or whatever it is. They need to make a section like this, right? How they have these bars, put the objection, put their handling, put the objection, put their handling. And in that way, they can write what the prospect is thinking. All right, and if you can write what the prospect is thinking, then that's going to build some rapport. They're going to love that. So they need to list out the reasons why people aren't actually coming to the gym. You know, what are the fears? What are the things holding them back? You know, what are those considerations? And then handle each one. You know, it could be something like intimidation from all the meatheads at the gym, right? If you're a girl, maybe that could be an issue. Too many weirdos at the gym, whatever it is. I don't know, but you gotta be honest about this, and you need to actually put the real objections and not be afraid to do it. And you can put a heading for this section called some reasons why you might not be joining, or you know, you might be thinking, here's some things you might be thinking, right? And then you're just gonna debunk all of these objections. Only if it's true, though. If your gym is full of, you know, weirdos and perverts, then don't put that you don't have any. Moving on, I like that we have the testimonials down here. The call to action is a little weak. I would like to see, I don't want to have to click, in other words, okay? I get to the bottom, don't give me another thing to do. They should have a form already here embedded that I can just fill out, or they should have a map, all right? A map of the US, something. Every time you require the user to go one click deeper, you're going to lose a considerable amount of traffic. You need to put it all within reach. Now I know that sounds ridiculous. Wow, is it that bad because people have to click a button? You know, where's humanity at these days? Well, that's just how it is on the web. Every step that you give, people don't want to do one more click. This is how it is. So make it really easy on people. Remove as many steps as possible. Wow, I just noticed this. That's a big selling point. Open 24 hours? Holy smokes. How come that is not featured anywhere? Like, to me, that's like, holy smokes. Yeah, let's get that. They need to really, you know, consider promoting that in a benefits section of, of the company and why they're different, right? Anyway, there's a lot that could be done on this site. It's obviously very exciting. It's got a lot of energy. It has a cool color palette. I really like the color palette. It has a really popping design, and it's exciting. So it's got that going for it. But as far as conversion rate optimization, a site like this can very easily just lose them through the cracks. Traffic comes and it just slips through. So it can definitely be enhanced with the things we talked about today. If any of this rings true to your website, definitely take what we talked about here and apply it to your site, because there's no sense having a website that doesn't perform. The website is supposed to bring visitors in and turn them into sales and leads. So take what you've learned today and apply it to your website. All right. So if you want your website to be optimized, come on down, massiveeffectmarketing.com. We can help you out. We are masters of the web, been at it for almost 2 decades, since 2002. And just come on down, massiveeffectmarketing.com, and we will take your website and bring it to a whole new level.